Happy Monday, welcome back to another weekly Crumbl Cookie review. This week is crazy. As you guys saw from the thumbnail, I will show you now all of these cookies. Yep, it's right there. The spicy cookie. There's a Nerds, Slushy, and cookies and cream. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. It's a really weird, crazy lineup this week, I think and I feel. And I'm actually very excited to try that hot Cheeto cookie. How did Crumbl know I was craving hot Cheetos? What a dream, seriously. Alright, so let's go ahead and review it. We'll start with the hot Cheeto cookie. What do you guys think? Glad that you agree. Alright, so here goes. Here is the hot Cheeto cookie. Look at that. There's two big hot Cheeto pieces, a lot of crumbs, there's a lime, there's a good amount of cream cheese frosting, and the cookie itself is very crumbly. I'm salivating. I don't know if it's because I was craving hot Cheetos or just the fact that it's a cookie. Well, actually, in this case, it's both, right? All right, so this one here is new in this week's lineup. This one's Flamin Lime Crunch Cookie. A lime sugar cookie rolled in a spicy cheese crisp mixture, topped with tangy cream cheese frosting, then coated in a spicy cheese crisp streusel, and finished with spicy crunchy cheese crisp and a fresh lime wedge. Awesome. Whoa, very cool. All right, let's see how this tastes like. I already know it's gonna be super crunchy. I'll put one of these hot Cheetos right here. Truthfully, this cookie was not that bad. The cookie is a regular sugar cookie, so you get this vanilla flavor to it. You also get more of that vanilla flavor from the cream cheese frosting, but also like a small tangy taste to it. And then aside from that, you get the crunchiness of the hot Cheetos. This is such a great combination. It also reminds me a little bit of how I used to eat my bagels. Every now and then I still do this. Basically get a bagel, cream cheese, and then put some hot Cheetos in it. I know a lot of people do that, come on. But it gave me that same feeling and taste. The only difference is that it's a little sweet. Very interesting, and I love that Crumbl is doing all these weird, crazy flavors. It's worth trying it because this is great. And let's make them more weirder, Crumbl. If you need help, let me know. We can start adding mayo and mustard, wrap it in a tortilla, put actual churro bits on there, squeeze pickle juice on it. We can get very crazy, Crumbl. I'm gonna give this cookie an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, and I really can't wait to eat most of it later on this week. I do want my mom to try this one to see what she thinks. All right, this next one is also a new cookie in this week's lineup. This one is Wild Cherry Blue Razz Slushy Cookie. So here it is, and it really does look like a slushie, right? It looks like when you go to 7-Eleven on 7-Eleven day and just fill up a bucket full of slushie. All right, now let's read the description. I placed the holder right there. All right, a fluffy tart lemon cookie rolled in sugar, topped with a swirl of chilled blue raspberry and cherry mousse, and finished with sugar crystals. I don't know if you can see all the sugar crystals on there. It's all over. It's all over the box now. Here goes. This cookie reminds me of those popsicles, the rocket ones or whatever. The same color. It has red, blue, and white, but it reminds me a little bit like that. I really love that the cookie is very chilled. The cookie has a lot of flavor of lemon, and then the topping reminds me of that blue raspberry popsicle rocket thing that I was telling you about. Tastes just like it, and you get the small crunchiness of the sugar crystals. Very refreshing cookie, perfect for this summer. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Pretty delicious, but it definitely does not beat the hot Cheeto cookie. All right, this next one is for all the nerds out there, like myself. Here it is. This one is Berry Limeade Cookie, featuring Nerds Gummy Clusters. I love that the cookie is purple. All right, so this one here, a purple lime cookie topped with a marbled strawberry lemon buttercream and a sprinkle of crunchy Nerds candy and Nerds Rainbow Gummy Clusters. Oh, that's probably these right here, huh? Oh, they are gummies. Interesting. I didn't know that. I've actually never had the gummy clusters before. So I'm gonna put this here on the side. That was very tasty. You get that lime flavor, a little bit of vanilla. This cookie was actually tasty. You get that lime flavor and the strawberry lemon. And then aside from that, you get like a gummy bear type of texture, a little bit of crunchiness from the Nerds. Very great combination. I'm gonna give this cookie an 8 out of 10. I think I really enjoyed this cookie because of the gummy clusters. All right, everybody, we're down to the last cookie in this week's lineup. This one here is perfect for me because I'm not a big fan of chocolate, as you guys know, but I love cookies and cream. As a kid, I grew up loving these Hershey's Cookies and Cream. They were so delicious, and I still eat them to this day. Very good. I love that they put the piece there and they melted some of it as well. So this one here is White Drop Cookie. featuring Hershey's Cookies and Cream. A scrumptious cookie mixed with cookies and cream chunks, topped with a mix of melty Hershey's Cookies and Cream and white drop pieces, and garnished with the Hershey's Cookies and Cream candy bar piece. Cool. Here goes. That's what I'm talking about. This whole cookie tasted like cookies and cream. The cookie wasn't too sweet, but overall the cookie just tastes like you're having Hershey's Cookies and Cream pieces. And I love the thickness of this cookies and cream cookie. This one, I feel like this is my favorite for this week's lineup. I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. Definitely brings me back to childhood memories, but also at the same time, I enjoy this type of cookie. I love that flavor of the Hershey's Cookies and Cream. Even when I make s'mores, I replace that Hershey's chocolate with one of these. And if you've never tried it, definitely try it, and it's game changer. I'm taking another bite. Alright everybody, so that's the end of the review. Let me know in the comments down below which cookie are you going to end up trying. I highly recommend that you try this hot Cheeto one, but I believe that these 4 cookies in this week are the best. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next Monday.